YouTube. It's your boy, Brother Dennis. And it's cold today. But that lets me know I'm alive and God blessed us with another day. So to God be the glory. And this is a bucket of pigeon crap. It's full from the top to the bottom. It's probably a 2.5 gallon bucket, maybe 2 gallon bucket. And that's 1 week of just pigeon crap. I said that to say this. Don't think that pigeon racing is glamorous because you spend all year cleaning up pigeon crap for a few races. So it's got to be a labor of love. It really does. I'm figuring that out, and I'm cool with that. I'm also cool with understanding that I'm going to be keeping a small loft and not a big, huge loft, because I take care of this loft by myself, and it's supposed to be that way because the pigeons are for my therapy, and you can't ask nobody else to come in here and clean up pigeon crap if I can't. So, that being said, this is about the size of the loft, the only size of the loft I'm gonna keep, and maybe a small breeding loft. But I wanted to show you my young bird team is up to like 10 birds now. And back in January, I believe it was, I reached out to Matus, Loft, Silvio, a few other people trying to get some young birds. Well, one of the people I reached out to was Vern Clausen. Seen him on a YouTube video, didn't know who he was. Seen him on like 3 YouTube videos. So his contact information was on one, so I started emailing him. Ended up sending a money order a while ago, actually. And I just got the birds last week because he started breeding late. And he said, I'm gonna send you some birds. Very inexpensive, very high quality Hubin bred birds. Pedigrees are second to none, you know, if Hubin is the blood that you like. He's like a Hall of Famer, 90 plus years old, been raising pigeons for 80 years maybe. So who am I to tell him anything about his birds? So got 4 birds from him, and they're the ones with the white bands on their legs. That's one right there. It's a pretty red one in here, right here, this one. Now it has a yellow band also. I don't know if that's a money band or what. It's a young bird. It says 2023 on it. Yeah, it says 2023 on it, but it's yellow. It's not green like the rest of them. These are 2 Matus birds. And I want to talk about, normally I clean my loft on Sunday, but I was so tired yesterday coming from church and everything. I just needed, there's that dark check. That's another one. Hubin bird. These are that's my Mr. 500 kid there. That's a Matus bird. Yeah, so that red one, the blue bar in the corner, and this blue bar right here in the front. So it's 2 blue bars, the dark check, and this silver, I guess it's a silver, whatever. So I got these from Vern Clausen. I'm up to 10 right now as far as on this side of the loft. But let me tell you, I made a terrible mistake the other day. I just got today's Monday. I got these birds on Wednesday, so I've had them 5 days. Well, I got a litter of puppies on the ground. I'm going to church every night. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm disabled. My PTSD is, like, you know, I got a brain fog, and I got all kinds of stuff going on. So to make a long story short, I made a terrible mistake Friday. I came in here to check on the birds, to feed them before in the morning or early afternoon. It was really windy outside, so I knew I wasn't going to fly them. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and feed them and then rest before I go to church. Well, about 4:30, that was like 12. So about 4:30, I come home. I'm sleeping, and my son comes in and says, "Hey, Dad, the door to your pigeon loft is open. This door." I just had got them birds Wednesday. They haven't even been here 2 days. This Friday was their 2nd day. I also moved my Mr. 500 kids over here who hasn't flown yet. All my birds was out but 3. 7 birds was out. 4 Midas birds. 4 Midas birds was out, which I wasn't worried about them. But three of the new birds, the Hubin birds was out. Vern Clausen. Those 3 birds, the ones I just got, were out. And I basically was like, I lost them because I've been holding back my Midas birds now that they're, because I don't want them to start ranging really far and then take some young birds with them and then lose them, because they get tired and they have to rest and the Midas birds keep going. So I've been holding the Midas birds back. I haven't been letting them out as much. I haven't been letting them fly as much. I've been holding them back to catch up so these other birds can catch up. So when those 3 birds was out with the Midas birds, I just thought I lost them. I was like, they haven't even settled yet. I haven't even trap trained them yet. I haven't done anything with them yet. I just been letting them, like acclimate to my loft and my feeding and everything I do here, and let them go out on the porch and look around. And I was ready to just give up on the pigeons right then and there. I was like, Lord, is this a sign that I just don't need to be in pigeons? I'm making these mistakes, and it's like, and to God be the glory. What I did was I pushed the other 3 birds that I had. I pushed them into the parent side, shut this door, and I left the trap open and I left the screen down and just went to church. And Lord, God will do it, I was praying. I said a short prayer. During my prayer, I said a short piece about, Lord, just let my pigeons come home if it's your will. And I come home and all the pigeons was back in the loft. Even the new ones that wasn't here 2 days trapped back in. Well, they didn't trap back in. They came back in because his door was open. And so to God be the glory. Getting ready to feed them because it's cold today. I'm not flying. Like I said, I'm not flying any birds today. But it's my adult side. Breeding side, however you want to call it. I need to feed them. I just cleaned my loft today. Like I said, this is a PSA. This is a public safety announcement. Dude, if you can't clean up pigeon poop, don't get pigeons, because you got to walk through it. You got to clean your coop. At least the floors. Like, you got to scrape. And you can't just sweep it. I'm going to probably tile my floor soon with that stick down cheap tile, because they're just scraping, bending over, especially in this tight side over here. It makes me want to pass out. Like, I have a problem with it. Like, I literally, physically, I have a problem with it. Not actually doing it, but I have a problem with it physically. I had to get a small incubator. These 2 clowns right here broke an egg. They shouldn't even be in the nest no more, actually. I should have put them out, but my cocks are so dominant and so aggressive that I don't want. And I'm trying to get another round out of my babies. I don't want them to get picked on. I seen a video where one of the babies got scalped in somebody else's video, and I was like, man, that's not happening. I'm not doing that. So what I'll do is I'll lock everybody up, leave this box open, let these 2 out on the floor for like 2 days. I probably might do that later tonight. And let them 2 on the floor for like 2 days, and then move them to the other side, and then start letting everybody back out. Just cleaned a bunch of these boxes. Some of them I leave. Like, I left that one alone. I cleaned that last week. This one is scraped and cleaned. This one I cleaned. These 2 are struggling. I haven't got babies off them yet. Their eggs just come out. They stop incubating, or they come out infertile. So I did get an incubator, small one. This pair here that's a baby. There's a baby back there, and they have it. Well, she's sitting down. Her mom is. I don't know if she's ready to lay again or not, but I got an incubator, some fake eggs, and down here we got two babies and a mommy that is laying eggs. She has 1 egg, so I'm gonna give her like another day, and then I'm gonna pull those eggs and put fake ones down, because I learned my lesson. I'm gonna put them in the incubator until the first round is out of the nest. Once the first round leaves the nest, I'll put the eggs back and let them incubate. And my bottom birds on there, they're really good parents, so I'm gonna let them incubate 3 eggs. Well, she only lays 1, and because I got Mr. Tough Guy, one of his eggs, like I said, these 2 Heckle and Jekyll in here broke an egg. So I pulled their 1 egg, but I didn't have the fake eggs yet. So I pulled the egg, put it in the incubator, and I couldn't put a fake egg down. So now he's chasing her and driving her and breeding her. And then like 2 days later, she laid an egg at the bottom down there. So I'm gonna slip Mr. Tough Guy's egg in with her. So if she lays 2 eggs, then I'll put 3 eggs in there for her and see if they had. And that Mr. Tough Guy egg is already have vein. It's fertile. I know it is because I seen it. I candled it. It's like 4 days old. It's already got veins. So I know it's fertile. And do I have pigeon food out here, or do I need to go get some? Yep, I got pigeon food. These birds hungry. They're ready to eat. So throw a little bit of food out there for them. That's I know. I throw it out there, a little bit of food out there for them because it gets them to come home. It gets them to come home. Dang, bird almost. That's one thing, man. These birds, they go right by. They scalp me. They're. Come on, look at this clown. Come on, they're just getting used to it. I'm too big. It's like a giant. I feel like a giant in here. It's one reason why I do want a bigger loft because it helps me move around. But I don't want to clean it. So I'm gonna feed these and watch these dudes. I'm gonna get them some grit because one of them pooped in the grit. And it was almost gone anyway. So I'll feed them down there. But most of the time, I feed them in these feeders too. And that's how I know these 2 clowns are ready because they're eating out the feeder. Yeah, they need water. Definitely got to feed them because I don't let them out. They get bullied. Boxes that are open, I'm not too worried about any food left for them because the boxes are open. They can eat. And somebody done messed my feeder up. These pigeons, boys, it's a rough life, man, on pigeons. So they won't get no food in there. They had to eat on the floor. Yep, pigeons is a rough life. So there goes the breeders eating. I'll give them some grit in a little while. Do I even have water over there? I have to fill my water up. So I don't want to hold y'all up while I'm watering and feeding, but yeah. These clowns, man, these birds got personalities, I tell you that. It's like, come on, man. Out the way. But we're coming along here. I got one more round of breeding and I'm done. It takes a lot of energy to do this stuff. You know, I'm going to focus on flying them and focus on, racing, training them. I got some good looking birds, man. I seen a little off on a video or whatever, and he said that maybe 50%, if you're lucky, make it through the year. So that's a little discouraging, because I don't want to lose any of my birds, but I don't want any trashy birds either. So they make it. I'm babbling now. I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm gonna fill their water up, and I'm just gonna say one more time for the cheap seats. Don't get pigeons if you don't like pigeon crap. Cleaning it up anyway. You don't have to like it, but you gotta clean it up. And you're gonna make mistakes. I've made some mistakes. I've lost, basically, I only have 1 second round baby in the nest right now because I didn't know how to do the lights. So that slowed me way down, and then I didn't have an incubator ready. I didn't have fake eggs ready, and I've lost eggs from cockfights. I lost eggs from pigeons, baby pigeons wanting to feed, so they run over to the mothers and stomp on the eggs while they usually do the mothers because the cocks will F them up. Like the cocks will like peck them and like get off me, but the mothers, they hound the mothers to death till the mothers feed them and they stomp all on the eggs and break the eggs, even with a second nest bowl in there. So learning the hard way. I suggest either get an incubator or have a great big nest box. Like, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ultimate nest box next year. where the two side, I don't have the energy to build the type of quality of nest box that I want. So I'm just going to try to buy them, and I'm going to buy the ultimate nest box. I've seen Curtis with them, a couple other guys with them. I like the way they keep your loft tight, either easy to clean. And I need that in my life. I really do. So I'm going to redo this soon. This was a bootleg. I bootlegged that. So I'm going to redo that soon. And that's a Hooping bird right there. Burn Klaus. I was very impressed with the birds he sent me. They look really good. You know, that blue bar right there, one more time, right in front of the window. That's one. And very nice birds. There's some Mr. 500 kids out there too now. You know, New Beginnings got a couple of little young birds coming up. So when it's all said and done, I'll have 15 or 20 of my own. No, 15 of my own birds I bred, and 10 or 8. So yeah, 17 of my own birds, I think, something like that. I can't. My number's 25. I'm trying to get to 25, and I got 8, and then 17 of my own. So Curtis and Rocky Ridge and Adrian, those three Lofts is where I got my breeders from. And then Matus and Vern, I got the Flyers from. So, some beautiful birds, man. Look at that bird there, the white flight eyeball. That's a male, I believe. He coos people, and these two are males, I believe, because they do the cooing and they do the pecking on other ones. And he's a beautiful male. And I'm thinking about what if that red one over there is a male, and then this silver one right there is a male or female, and they both make it. That might be a pair now. There might be some lovers in. There might be some stuff going on. That's down the road, man. I'm not keeping any birds for breeding. That doesn't fly, doesn't win. At least they have to make it through a season, complete a 500-mile race or something. They gotta show me quality somehow. Y'all gotta watch, these three clowns. That's all three males fighting. That's what I do. Oop, did I hang the video up and almost dropped it? Right, you see these dudes are eating, they're ready. I need to get them out of here. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the parents. It's these two Bammers need to get out of here. Right? Y'all two dudes eating the food up. Y'all two dudes, y'all squealing, want mommy to feed y'all. Y'all don't need that. Y'all don't need all that. I know, even though I got eggs on the floor, water dishes and stuff on the floor, I still do it like this too. I just feel better, especially when they have eggs and babies they're feeding. So, like I said, I'll get the ultimate nest boxes. There they go. There they go. Mr. 500. That's Mr. 500 right there. He's the dominant cock in this whole loft. He's not playing no games. When he say the porch is his, it's his. So I do lock him up to keep him from beating everybody up all the time. Give somebody else, some other pigeons, see? Chase the female away. He ain't playing. He don't let nobody out on that porch when he's out there. There's Mr. Tough Guy. You gonna get some? You gonna get some? So you let his lady out. See, blocking the porch. Look. Now he's gonna chase him off because his girl is out there. Look. 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 Man, pigeon. Man, look. I see you, Mr. 500. Adrian P. Mr. 500 ain't playing no games. 1037 ain't playing no games. That's like his convict number, I guess. Penitentiary 1037. Mr. 500, he don't play no games. Beautiful bird. Beautiful birds everywhere. I just gotta be careful how I open this door. YouTube, I'm on 20 minutes now, so God bless everybody, man. Happy flying and see y'all soon. Peace out.